Hello friends, today we will discuss motions of the earth from class 6 NCERT. In almost every competitive exam, questions are asked from this chapter, which are either factual or conceptual. This chapter is very small but very important. So let us directly come to the point. As all of you know that earth has two types of motions. First is rotation. It is movement of earth on its axis. And second is revolution. Revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path or orbit. The axis of the earth, which is an imaginary line, makes an angle of 66.5 degree with its orbital plane. And what is the orbital plane? The plane formed by the orbit is known as orbital plane. In figure, you can see here, this is orbital plane of earth, and this is axis of earth, which is an imaginary line. So what is the angle between orbital plane and this axis is 66.5 degree, and from vertical this axis makes an angle of 23.5 degree. Now, due to the spherical shape of the earth, only half of it gets light from the sun at a time. You can see in the figure. Only half portion of the earth gets light from the sun, and remaining half portion is under darkness. The portion facing the sun experiences day, while the other half away from the sun experiences night. The circle that divides the day from night on the globe is called the circle of illumination. So this is very important. What? The circle that divides the day from night on the globe is called circle of illumination. This circle doesn't coincide with axis. You can see in the figure that, see here, this is axis and this is circle of illumination. So this doesn't coincide with the axis of the earth. The earth takes about 24 hours to complete one rotation around its axis. The period of rotation is known as earth day. So what is the earth day? The period of rotation of earth on its axis is called earth day. What would happen if the earth did not rotate? The portion of the earth facing the sun would always experience day, thus bringing continuous warmth to the region. And what happens to the other area? The other half would remain in darkness and be freezing cold all the time. Life would not have been possible in such extreme conditions. So if earth did not rotate, life become impossible on earth, because one half is under severe heat and other half is under freezing cold. Earth takes 365 1/4 days, means 1 year, to revolve around the sun. We consider year as consisting of 365 days only, and ignore 6 hours for sake of convenience. So we round off the year as of 365 days. What happens to this remaining 1/4? See here. 6 hours saved every year are added to make 1 day over span of 4 years. So these 6 hours are added for 4 years and it becomes 24 hours. This surplus day is added to month of February. Thus, every 4th year, February is 29 days instead of 28 days. Such a year with 366 days is called a leap year. So leap year has 366 days, and in the leap year the month of February has 29 days. Now the earth moves around the sun in an elliptical orbit. As we have discussed in the previous chapter, throughout its orbit, the Earth is inclined in the same direction. So inclination of the Earth axis remains in fixed direction. This direction does not changes. This is very important. What? Throughout its orbit, the Earth is inclined in the same direction. A year usually divided into summer, winter, spring, autumn seasons. So Earth is year is generally divided into 4 seasons. What are that? Summer, winter, spring, and autumn. Now note this point here. Season changes due to change in position of Earth around the Sun. So why season changes? It is due to change in position of the Earth around the Sun. And this fact is very important here. See in color. The revolution of the Earth and inclination of the Earth's axis in a fixed direction causes seasons. So what is the region of season on the Earth? It is revolution of the Earth and the inclination of the Earth axis in a fixed direction causes season. This fact has already been asked in UPSC, UPPCS and many other examinations. What is the reason for change in season on the Earth? So you should remember this point. Now here, Indian astronomer Aryabhatta has stated that the Earth is round and rotates on its own axis. Now we'll discuss this particular figure. This figure is very important. If you understand this figure, then whole chapter will be clear to you. First we start from here. 21st June. 21st June is known as summer solstice. At this time, northern hemisphere is tilted towards sun. You can see in the figure here. Northern hemisphere is tilted towards sun. At this time, summer in this northern hemisphere there is summer. Why? Because sun rays are perpendicular over the Tropic of Cancer, as Earth axis is tilted by 23.5 degree from vertical in a fixed direction. So on 21st June, this whole northern hemisphere is under summer condition. An area between Arctic Circle, see in the figure here, area between the Arctic Circle and North Pole receives 24 hours sunlight. So at the area between the North Pole and the Arctic Circle, there is no night. There is 24-hour day. And what happens in the southern hemisphere at that time? Situation is reversed in the southern hemisphere, where area beyond Antarctic Circle and pole, South Pole, doesn't receive sunlight. So in the southern hemisphere there is winter condition. See in the figure here, southern hemisphere is under winter condition. So now we come to here, from 21st June to 23rd September. On 23rd September, what happens? This position is called equinox, means equal day and night on whole Earth. See here, axial tilt of Earth is in fixed direction. So neither pole tilt towards the sun. And sun is now vertical over equator. So whole Earth experiences equal days and nights. In northern hemisphere, there is autumn season because summer is ending and winter is about to come. So northern hemisphere is under autumn condition, autumn season. In southern hemisphere, it is spring season because winter is going and summer is about to come. Now we come to this 22nd December. This is known as winter solstice. At this time, as you know, axial tilt of the Earth is in same direction. So North Pole tilts away from the Sun and South Pole is towards the Sun. So at this time Sun is vertical over Tropic of Capricorn, and area between Antarctic Circle and South Pole, see in the figure here, area between the Antarctic Circle and South Pole comes under what? Circle of illumination, or it directly comes under the sunlight. So this area receives 24-hour sunlight. And what happens in northern hemisphere at that time? In northern hemisphere, reverse is the situation. At area between Arctic Circle and North Pole, where there is 24-hour night. See in the figure here. So in southern hemisphere it is summer season, and in northern hemisphere it is winter season. Days are longer and nights are shorter in southern hemisphere, and in northern hemisphere situation is reversed. And now it comes to this position when Earth is at here on 21st March. This position is known as equinox because days and nights are equal on every part of Earth. Here axial tilt of the Earth is in same direction, so neither pole tilt towards the Sun. Sun is now vertical over equator, and whole Earth experiences equal length of day and night. In northern hemisphere there is spring season because winter is going and summer is about to come. And what happens in southern hemisphere? In southern hemisphere it is autumn because summer is going and winter is about to come. So you have seen this whole one complete revolution of the Earth around the Sun. And see in the figure from 21st March, see here, to 23rd September. Here North Pole, at North Pole it is day, okay, and at South Pole it is 6-month night. And from 23rd September to here, see, 21st March, what happens? At North Pole it is 6-month night, and at South Pole it is 6-month day. So poles faces 6-month day and 6 months night. Now we have discussed this figure, and I think you have understand this figure. So now we discuss summer solstice, which we have earlier discussed in the figure. On 21st June, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards Sun. The rays of the Sun fall directly on the Tropic of Cancer. As a result, these areas receive more heat. So on 21st June, where is the Sun? At Tropic of Cancer, vertically over the Tropic of Cancer. So northern hemisphere is under summer condition. The area near the pole receives less heat. Why? As the rays of the suns are slanting. The North Pole is inclined towards the Sun, and places beyond the Arctic Circle experiences continuous daylight for about 6 months. You should note here one point, that not all the areas above the Arctic Circle to the pole receives continuous 6-month day and 6-month night. It increases from Arctic Circle towards the pole. So area very close to the pole experiences 6-month day and 6-month night. Since a large portion of the northern hemisphere is getting light from the Sun, it is summer in the region north of the equator. The longest day and the shortest night at these places occur on 21st June. So if in examination question are asked that when longest day and shortest night experiences in the northern hemisphere, it is on 21st 1st June. Okay. At this time in southern hemisphere, all these conditions are reversed. It is winter season there. The nights are longer and than the days. Yes. Now we'll discuss winter solstice. On 22nd December, the Tropic of Capricorn receives direct rays of sun as the South Pole tilts towards it. So what happened on 22nd December? Sun rays fall vertically over the Tropic of Capricorn as the South Pole tilts towards it, towards the sun. As the sun rays fall vertically at the Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degrees south, a large portion of the southern hemisphere gets light. Therefore, it is summer in southern hemisphere with longer days and shorter nights. And what happens in the northern hemisphere at this date? The reverse happens in northern hemisphere. Means nights are longer and days are shorter. Do you know that Christmas is celebrated in Australia in summer season? Can you tell me why? It is because Christmas is celebrated on 25th December. And on 25th December, there is summer season in Australia. Because Australia is in southern hemisphere. Okay. Now we discuss equinox. On 21st March and 23rd September, direct rays of sun fall on the equator. At this position, neither of the pole is tilted towards the sun. So the whole earth experiences equal days and equal nights. So you should remember the dates, these dates. 21st March and 23rd September. These are dates of equinox. Means on these two particular dates, days and nights on whole earth are equal. On 23rd September, it is autumn season in northern hemisphere and spring season in southern hemisphere. The opposite is the case on 21st March when it is spring in northern hemisphere and autumn season in southern hemisphere. Thus, we find that there are days and nights and changes in the season because of rotation and revolution of the earth respectively. So days and nights are due to rotation and change in season is due to revolution. One more fact is important for change in season is the axial tilt of the earth. Now we'll discuss questions from NCERT book. What is the angle of inclination of the earth's axis with its orbital plane? Can you tell me? Yes, it is 66 and half. What is a leap year? Question number B. What is leap year? Year which has 366 days. Differentiate between summer and winter solstice. Yes, you know that what is summer solstice and winter solstice? During summer solstice, North Pole is inclined towards the sun, and during winter solstice, South Pole is towards the sun. Question number D. What is equinox? Yes, what is equinox? Equinox means days and nights on whole earth are equal. And what is the date? Can you tell me? Yes, it is 21st March and 23rd September. 21st March and 23rd September. Why does the southern hemisphere experiences winter and summer solstice in different times than the northern hemisphere? Yes? Can you tell me? Yes, because axial tilt of the earth. Now question number G. Why do the pole experiences about 6-month day and 6-month night? Pole experiences about 6-month day and 6-month night. The same reason, because of the axial tilt of the earth. Tick the correct answer. The movement of the earth around the sun is known as what? Tell me. It is revolution. Sorry. Now here, direct rays of sun fall on equator on which date? It is 21st March and 23rd September. Now question number C. Christmas is celebrated in summer in where? In southern hemisphere, means in Australia. Cycle of season is caused due to what? Rotation, revolution or gravitation? It is revolution. Fill in the blanks. A leap year has dash number of days. It has 366. The daily motion of the earth is dash what? Rotation. The earth travel around the sun in dash orbit. Which orbit? Elliptical orbit. The sun rays fall vertically on Tropic of dash on 21st June. It is Tropic of Cancer, when there is summer solstice in northern hemisphere. Days are shorter during dash season. When days are shorter? They are shorter during winter season. Okay, this completes the video. Thank you for watching the video. Jai Hind.